The first type of nonlinear activation function is sigmoid or logistic activation function. So the sigmoid or logistic activation function is a nonlinear activation function first of all, and it is used primarily in feed forward neural networks. And when you see this sigmoid function, you can see that it is a differentiable real function which is defined for the real input values, and it contains positive derivatives. Okay, and also the sigmoid function appears in the output layer of the deep learning models, and it is used for predicting probability based outputs. We'll see how the sigmoid function is going to predict the probability based outputs. Okay, now so this is the sigmoid function representation, a equal to 1 by 1 plus e power minus x. So you can see here the graph of the sigmoid function, which is nothing but it is S shape. Let us see the properties of this particular sigmoid function. First of all, it is a nonlinear in nature, no problem, and then we can stack layers. See, when we discussed about the linear activation function, even though we stack layers in the linear activation function, there is no use, but here this is a nonlinear in nature. For that is the reason if we stack the layers, so we will be having a use here. Okay, so combination of this nonlinear function is also a nonlinear function, and it is having a smooth gradient also. So if you notice here, the values of x between minus 2 and plus 2, for the values between minus 2 and plus 2, the values of y are, if you see here, very steep, which means any change in the small value of x, that is from 0 to 2, if you are changing the values from 0 to 0 0.5, 1 to 1, 0.5 to 1, 1 to 1.5 and 1.5 to 2, that is any small change in the value of x in this region will cause the value of y to change significantly. So it means this particular function has a tendency to bring the values of y to either end of this curve, either this end of curve or this end of the curve. So coming to the advantages and disadvantages of this particular activation function, the first advantage is smooth gradient, that is it prevents jumps in the output values because the gradient is very smooth. And also the output values are bound between 0 and 1. Do you remember, for the linear activation function the output range is minus infinity to plus infinity, but here the output range is between 0 and 1, and we all of us know that for probability of a particular event the value always lies between 0 and 1, right? So in the same manner, for this particular activation function, which is nothing but the sigmoid or logistic activation function, the values always lie between 0 and 1. So it is very advantageous for us to use this sigmoid function to predict the probability of a particular event. Okay, and the second advantage is that third advantage is that clear predictions, that is for the values of x above 2, for the values of x above 2 or below 2, it tends to bring the y values to the edge of this curve. Okay, so which is very close to 1 or 0, so this enables us the clear predictions. Okay, so unlike the linear function as we discussed, linear function is having minus infinity to plus infinity values, but this function is having the values only between 0 and 1. So these are all the advantages of sigmoid function, but at sigmoid function also suffers from some drawbacks. The first one is vanishing gradient. So if you see here, the value of x when it is reaching 2, and whenever the value of x is greater than 2, you see this particular graph is going to have no change. That is, for the very high values of x or very low values of x, there is almost no change here. If you see in the graph, there is almost no change, causing the vanishing gradient problem. So vanishing gradient problem is nothing but here at this part, the network is going to refuse to learn, because here there is no significant change can be identified either at this particular place or this particular place. So the network refuses to learn, or the network is very too slow to reach a particular accurate prediction. So this problem is called vanishing gradient. And also if you see, another drawback is that the outputs are not zero centered. Okay, and the computational expensivity of this particular function is also high.